of 12. We said it before and we'll say it again. 3 chances left, 3 moments for these guys to really get these chicken dinners. Looking at the plane trajectory, it is going over military base from the south to the northwest.
That means that maybe the prime location of drop that normally Purple Mood goes for is going to be a little bit denied away from them. They like that northern area, but they like dropping to Stabler, Severny, and Kaminsky. They might have to actually go for some car rotations and get up there first. They will just take a little bit of time. As always, TeamIND and Team Top, they like going for the military island. Why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Once again, as I always say, go for that right now. And Team Kesso going for Primorsk.
Yeah, Team Kesso are going for Primorsk 100%. You're also going to see that it's going to be quite easy and accessible for the likes of Omen Elite and Top Esports, who like to drop in George Pool area. So that's going to be a free kind of win for them from that point of view. And I still think that like the teams are going to be fairly split between the kind of west and east side of this plane trajectory. A good few of the teams are dropping down by Primorsk, the likes of Team Secret, Team Queso, RGStar, and even XQF.
Team Secret, they used to drop yesterday a lot on that location in Primorsk, but now they started dropping towards Melter Power. And then now they shifted again back to going to Primorsk. Well, so we'll have to see if that works out for them.
They were never going to make Milden Furnace on that plane trajectory.
Yeah, they were not going to make it. But we saw some teams that drop early, like Omen. If they do not have a drop location for George Bowl, they get down to the ground, get a car. Even if it's 4 members in one car, it's early game. You can allow yourself to do that and then rotate to your prime looting location. But this time they're like, okay, we're going to go head-to-head against Team Kesso. Again, let's see how that one works out.
Like, I love the confidence of Purple Mood Gaming. They have no... Wait, no. Let me finish my point. You can't let me not get hyped there. No, let me finish my point. You know, you'll have your moment. I love the confidence of Purple Mood Esports. Consistently, they drop separately, get a vehicle, and make their way into the location that they want to. That, again, like I said, that shows individual confidence of being able to get the job done, whether it's the start of the game or the finish. Now, Max, get hyped.
Oh my God, that circle! But yeah, that they potentially... a second military base ending, that would be insane. I would love to see that. Team Secret going for swim. You say Imperium is good for practice, good for your body, and good for everything else. Healthy as hell. But Marco just going to be jet skiing his way over. And okay, Team Secret. Marco Polo.
Hey, well, it's played in the water, right? So, you know, I think that's...
Yeah.
Huh? Okay. Anyway, so talking about Marco, he's... you know, so what Team Queso are kind of looking to do is they're looking to kind of stay on the coastal area and make their way into the military base as quickly as possible. That's common sense. But the fear is that a lot of teams did drop around the west side of the map, and they've got to do it early, right? You know, yes, we see that they're spotting out the likes of Team Secret. What I fear about Team Secret is that the majority of their players actually started swimming in the water. And, you know, you're not going to be able to survive.
I don't know what happened on their drop for them to arrive in this location. They have no weapons. Even if they make it out of the water, the only weapon they have are their punches.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's just, they can't storm them out. They've got freaking a Scar L. Punches or Scar L? I choose a Scar L, personally. A little bit of spray action going on through. Doesn't have a lot of ammo this early on in the game, so maybe you want to try and reserve yourself on that ammo. But Team Secret, they see that. They know Team Kesso have that location under control. They're just going to go the opposite way.
As far as I know, Marco had just picked up VSS, and that would actually be a good gun in this situation because it automatically has a 4x scope. Don't make that face at me, Maxon. Don't make that face at me. You know, but in this situation where he's trying to spot out Team Secret in the water, it would be a good idea. So if you can use it, trying a secure frag would be a bad thing.
Yeah, I can't believe you said something good about the VSS. Who does that? Nobody's ever done that. Team ARG split again. Like, a lot of these teams starting to play a little bit more split in the last few games. Seems like they're getting comfortable with their play style. Just once again, spread your wings early, get the farm, get back together, play synergistically. That's what they're going for, avoiding fights early on as much as possible, despite the mistake of Team Secret. All the other teams are going for that kind of play style. And we're going to now check over to Nova Monster Shield. Let's not forget that Nova Esports, they have a team from the Wildcard Series that got into the global stage for next weekend. I'm sure Nova and Okite would be actually super stoked to have a second team in there, so best of luck to Nova Esports as they go into this new game on Erangel.
Yeah, like that, and that's the thing. Like they're outside of the overall standings, but they're close to it, right? They're really within kind of a short point distance. We see that Team Queso, they're inside the top 5, but the likes of Omen Elite are very close by. The likes of Pittsburgh are very close behind.
So that's why we said earlier, these games are going to be really important for all of them. Just a few mistakes or a few kills missed might be the difference between you being in the top 5 and you going back home where you came from. XQuestDef getting a location. Nice jump over the bridge right there. Feels good, man. But that's going to be just DEFORMIA going over to a military base. They are trying to anticipate if it is a military base ending. DEFORMIA had the same rotation last time it was a military base ending. They anticipated it. But don't get too ahead of yourself. If it doesn't happen to be there, you're going to have an even harder time making it out of military base area.
Oh my. Omen Elite. They've just been swapping 5th place between them and Team Queso all day.
Up and down.
Up and down like a ladder. Of course, they're step by step away. It kind of feels like they take 1 step forward and 2 steps back in some way. And that's something they've kind of got to be a little bit aware of, a little bit careful of. But KURD squad, they're staying in Georgetown, and I think that's a good idea because they're so far away from military base. We talked about it yesterday when we had the military base finish that, you know, when you're so far away and you're not going to get into a military base early, it's actually a good idea to wait until phase 2, maybe even phase 3 to actually get into military base, because there's going to be teams that are going to be going more into the center circle of military base at that point.
Just to go back over what we said about KURD squad going over to George Pole, normally they always go for school, so this is also a shift, like part of all the big shifts we saw earlier in the playstyles, which I'm really appreciating here, trying to shift what's going on. If it isn't working, just try and fix it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But some teams, you can already see on the mini-map we're seeing on our side, a lot of the teams, you have a big pile of teams starting to storming on the West Bridge to military base. You have so far military base up to 3 teams. You have Team Top towards Novo. In military base itself, you have Team DEFORMIA, and then TeamIND that also, they dropped on military base.
And I love the way that kind of all of them are kind of not directly bridge camping, right? But they're much closer to the bridge than they are to the likes of Nova within military base or even the actual military base. It's very good. I like it. Normally we see teams that kind of land in military base, they'll kind of stay much more deeper inside military base, but they're looking for these opportunities because as we're in the final 3 games, every single point counts. Every single kill is going to count.
Definitely, and I'm looking at a few mistakes, like talking about mistakes, we've got Team Secret still swimming. I wonder if they have a weapon. I do not think they have one right now, but they've got to try and make it in as Team Queso. Arcsail might be spotting some members out. Just going to be riding right over there, back on through on the mainland. One thing I'm going to actually check out is Team Quest. Team Quest, they...
Team Quest? You mean Queso?
No, what? No, Quest.
Quest?
X-Quest.
Oh, XQuest F. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Team X-Quest, yeah,
okay,
Team Quest.
Go on.
Their team, when we did have the military base ending, they struggled getting in.
They
They did end up taking the chicken dinner on that game, but they struggled to get in that military base, and luckily the pressure was taken away by TeamIND. This time around, I want to see if they're going to try and look ahead a little bit more of this rotation and start going early to military base to try and fix that mistake.
Well, talking about looking ahead, Axel is going to be the scout for Team Queso. He's gotten over to military base on his own. He's going to probably get to that small compound of houses ahead of him. The fear is that if the rest of his team don't get in there sooner rather than later, that he could get taken out by a team looking for a compound themselves.
I'm just seeing that West Bridge. I think I've never seen this many players and what spot. As though, Rejection Gaming can have one member of Omen, that is Zute, going to take a few shots, but nothing quite connecting for the time being. And he is split away from his team. I do not know where they are, but that doesn't seem like a scout because he is in a compound on his own. So I would recommend to just maybe avoid giving your location away this early on. and just stay prone. Give information. That's all you have to do as a scout, just give in information.
Yeah, true, but not only are they trying to be a scout, but they're trying to get into a circle themselves. They're trying to also make their way closer to military base. We look over at the side of RG. They have Milta. They have somewhat of an easy access to military base, and something that they need to be aware of is that most likely, as we look at them, there's going to be a team bridge camping, and that is right now beside the team top.
Alice on that front line there in the bridge. She's going to be the first line of defense in case someone does try to get in that military base. Let's try and I hope the best for them. That was uncalled for, Cat Squad, but okay, all good. TeamIND, another bridge camper. All the bridge campers are here right now. But here it is, finding opportunities. They do flush away that kill on top of Kurt Squad. Kurt Squad, I think now they have the information, because one of their members died. Maybe try and find another way across that bridge, because they're not going to let you through, especially with those mid to long range weapons, such as the Mini 14.
Look at IND. They hold a lot of good angles. They hold an angle to kind of the west side. They hold an angle straight ahead. They even hold an angle to the facing the east side of this bridge. And it's just so calculated. It's great kind of composure coming out from Team IND, even in the early stages. And it's going to allow them to get as many chances at getting kills as possible and stopping these teams from moving on through.
As we do pan over back to Kurt Squad on their quest to try and actually storm over Area 51, aka military base. They're going to get stopped for just a little bit longer. Maybe just go back, find another way over. Maybe like Team Secret, what they did to actually get back over. As Team Secret, they're still trying to get around. They're still swimming since earlier. They still have no weapons.
True, but now they're pinched, though. Now they've left it too long because they're pinched by the likes of Nova Monster and X-Quest. So it's really not looking good for Kurt Squad, in fairness, in this military base finish of game 10 as Team Secret. They did find a boat.
They're getting trolled.
They're trolling each other.
Just like my dad with the car, like get in the car and he would go forward, then again. Oh, nice, there it is. They got 4 members in that boat right there. They're going to try and move on through back to military base, try to get some loot finally.
Like, we've seen this phase 2. It's still inside the mainland, but it's still also heavily inside military base. So I'm 95% sure it's a military base finish. This next circle will most likely shift heavily southwards, but it could still shift up northwards between Nova and the military base main area. You could see a bit of a kind of a northeast shift up, and still keeping the water in between mainland and military base inside the circle.
If it goes over to farm, there's going to be epic bamboozle time. All these teams are going to get so surprised. They started rotating like, okay, this is probably going to be military base, but it could happen. We saw insane shifts yesterday in PLM, and it was never said it was going to be military base at 100%, but it could be the case. Team Kesso pulling off a Team Secret, swimming their way across over to the mainland of military base. They will be there very shortly. And as you can see right now, a few teams on the outside. It's also Team Omen on the very high section. I think they might be anticipating in case a shift goes north and trying to have a good position. Same for Purple Mood.
See, here's the thing. Like, Omen Elite, we've seen them go, like, deep outside the circle, even into Blue Zone to get into a safe part. Like, they should have gone to Milta Power and gotten a boat around there and then accessed, you know, but maybe there isn't going to be a boat there, so it's kind of like they find themselves stuck between a rock and a hard place.
I was just about to say, Kurt Squad, a few of their members seem to have made it a little bit closer. They're not quite there yet. They are using these cars for their extra protection. 2 angles of fire applied actually by Team IND, one on the side of the bridge and one right in front of them. They really can't make it. It's just, this is going to be like a little bit of a Mexican standoff. It's going to take a lot of time before it actually ends. And Omen just... What the members? Okay, Memo.
Memo's just checking the cliff for deterioration.
Is the cliff working? What's going?
Well, yeah, like you know, because of you know, global warming, got to make sure that it's not kind of deteriorating too much. But
don't litter. That's what we have to say.
Pretty much.
Not much really going on right now. A few teams trying to make it through, but the like Team IND last time it did keep that bridge, they gave it over to X-Quest. They were trying to storm on 3, they didn't really quite get it, and they just left because the circle was applying enough pressure on them, and they kind of gave up really easily. But this time, it seemed like they might actually be rotating away, or they're actually looking to engage because they did get a knock on top of Naruto. Ibra is the last member remaining, and I don't think that's going to work out. I think there might be one in the storm. There it is. They're coming forward, looking for an engage on top of Ibra.
Okay, this makes sense because remember the last time they were camping bridge and they put a team under pressure. That was X-Quest F. They let them go and they paid the price. So it makes sense for them to try and secure those kills and secure the squad wipe, and it means they can then move on forward.
Ibra, here it is, the grenade coming on through, shut down by Scout OP. Kept squad out in 15th position. They were potentially having a little bit of glimmer of hope at some point today, but it just seems that that one was taken away, and I think it's safe to assume that we will not be seeing them next weekend. But you never know, once again, until it's over, it is not over.
One thing we haven't really talked about too much is DEFORMIA. They got into military base, and they have stayed where they are for quite a while, which is a great position because it's on the hills overlooking military base, but you also get great vision of the western side bridge, and you also get a bit of a scout of the road path heading into military base.
Cool boy with some bolt action, put an AA instantly flushed away, taking one member of Nova Monster Shield away, and now it seems like they might want to storm that little compound. They got the man advantage 4v3, seems like a good plan, let's freaking go. Sort of see how that one will be going in the near future. TeamIND did get a knock actually. Trance putting it on the ground, only has that tree as pure protection. He's in an open area. I don't think his team can really help him out unless they use some utility at this stage, which I would not really recommend, unless they're sure that they want to actually commit to that.
Well, that's Team Queso kind of coming in and go, well, you know what? It's the edge of the circle, but we see people. We won the last game. We got winner, chicken dinner. So we're feeling confident. But now this is X-Quest and Nova Monster Shield going toe-to-toe against each other.
Having a little bit of spray action with that. AKM not having much really done. X-Quest another. They have the Mini 14. They have so many long-range weapons that is just so good at this stage of the game, especially when you're storming compounds from a distance. You have some members to just jump in, and also military base, just some jump in, be your main carries, your main line of offense, and then you just have people in the back line, and if they ever come out of the compound, just shoot them down. Easy kills right there.
So what I like about Team Queso is they kind of realized, look, we weren't really going to win that squad fight. It is near the bridge. There's a chance that we could expose ourselves. Let's just make our way down south, occupy the circle, the edge of it. And what is this next phase going to show up? It's still military base, but like I predicted, it shifted northwards, and the water is still involved. So that means the next phase is definitely going to shift southwards. And DEFORMIA, they're looking in a strong position.
They're looking pretty damn good. Same for TeamIND. I think it's safe to assume it's not going to be military base ending, but military island ending is going to be in between the river and the military base. And that means that in that area, there's not too much to work with. It's just pretty much a hill going down to the river. And that means that the teams that are going to be a little bit closer to military base can actually rotate and apply way more pressures to the team down below, up to the north of the map. So if you're able to anticipate that shift, you got a really good opportunity of winning this one. Like Team DEFORMIA, look at that. They're just staying on their position, doing really well. But Team Nova, they're trying to go through the water. What have these teams got with swimming today?
Hey, man, you know.
He's good exercise, but
swim.
He's not swimming full on. He's freaking dead.
He's swimming with the fishes now.
Yeah. He found Nemo, I hear.
Okay, wow, okay. What about SpongeBob? Do you find SpongeBob?
Is mayonnaise an instrument? Okay, no. Big references for you gamers out there. PLM, they are now still trying to rotate inwards. It seems like they saw the shift. They're going to try and get a good position ASAP. That's a good shot call to have right now. And Team Top, they haven't moved since earlier. There's no reason to. I mean, they got a really good building to work with. It's really easy to defend. You got really good open field to work with. A few rows in case teams are rotating inland. So just to defend it, that aerial view, especially with long-range weapons, is just going to go completely their way.
Like, if I were Team Queso, I would actually go into military base.
Okay, Team Queso.
And I would occupy one of the 3 buildings that are kind of at the kind of front of military base, because as I said, this next circle shift, in my opinion, it has to go southwards because it's gonna be phase 4. And we know that phase 4 cannot involve water.
Definitely, that's what happens at phase 4. Is just going to try and shift away, mainly land. That's
Yep.
what they're looking for here. Team Top being a little bit split right now, doing a 2-2 split, trying to apply pressure on Purple Mood. Now they have the information. Maybe they want to try and regroup because they've got a nice little bit of terrain. They can easily defend this area if they want to try and harass Purple Mood. And because Purple Mood, they're between that little mountain and also the water, which is extremely flat, having a low amount of protection. So if they want to take a fight against them, this is their prime opportunity.
Max, it's like these games are just really keeping it tense. It's like PUBG Mobile just know what we want. Like, we're 20 minutes in and we still have 51 players alive. We still have 14 teams. That's like crazy. And we're heading into phase 4.
Just about to get there. The circle is close to 1/3. And we have an AWM getting picked up by the one and only DEFORMIA. And I talked about it, if they get the high land, if they can use that on the high ground and apply pressure on the teams lower down, AWM is going to find itself to be extremely useful for their side. They need good games. They need to show up right now because they haven't been doing so great so far. That is going to maybe change the course of their game.
Of course. I definitely don't think they have a chance of getting into the top 5, but if they end on a chicken dinner, even a 2nd place or a 3rd place with those kills, it kind of, within reason, will help them justify them being here a little bit more. Even though they 100% deserve to be here and they worked hard to get here for a reason, but within themselves, you know, you want to end on a bit of a high, even if it has been a bit disappointing. So that's what they're looking to do.
Nova Monster Shields, then you have 2 members still up and running, still in the water, not able to get on land quite yet. There's no one around, so Kelly is fine. I can't see where their other member is, though. I can't quite spot him right now, but here it is. The circle's closing on through. Where's it going to be? It is indeed going to be between the water and military base. It's going to be military island finish. And a few teams are looking pretty good. But still, that rotation is so easy for DEFORMIA. They can just rotate a little bit on the right, and they are good to go.
Yeah, like, it definitely surprised me that it was so much of a shift to the east side. I did think that military base would still be included, but either way, it is a bit of an opening for these teams to storm the compound as quickly as people are storming Area 51, Maxon.
Careful there. The Knights of Pittsburgh. Do you have one knock on Team Secret? Pew pew. Pew pew. There we go. Having a good time. And they are pretty low, actually. All down to about half HP. They're going to be very cautious.
And that kill was stolen by Top Esports on the side. That way, now we do see Team Secret knocking down a member of Team Top. That's AKM. That does put the side of Team Top, I believe, down to 2 players left in this Orango game.
Oh, that grenade. That grenade, how's it going to work out? He cooks the grenade up. Didn't really get up there, but here it is. A nice little ball spray. Puts Alice on the ground. She is done for now. Alex doing some work, storming them on his own. He's the last member remaining of Team Secret, but that will not be quite enough because Team Knights, they want to get involved. They want a piece of that chicken, and they're just going to be stealing that kill away.
Well, they also, within reason, kept Team Top kind of alive for a little bit longer. However, will they kind of go, okay, well, we helped you, but now we're going to take it away from you. As the side of all Rejection Gaming, they know that Team Queso are across the road. They're not looking in the strongest of positions right now, Maxman.
But Team Queso, they had a 2-2 split. 2 members on a compound on the left of that fight, and then you have 2 members that were behind that fence. They were getting a little bit under pressure. But if they're able to really try and split that focus, they could potentially try and turn it around. But they do have 2 of their members in a really, really bad spot. They've got to be very cautious of their next move and how they execute it. We saw earlier also RG, they were just joining the fight where there was Pittsburgh's Team Secret and Team Top. They just avoided everything. They're like, okay, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. And they just went through, got themselves in a safe location for the circle.
They were pulling out with John Cena, you can't see me. Anyway, yeah, so Team Top, they're staying alive. They got help on the side of Pittsburgh Knights in taking out Team Secret. We're having 13 players left, down to 44 players as we hit the 24.5-minute mark, and now the frags are going to start flying out. Zute gets taken out. Memo is going to be kept going in this game along with Outsider.
Parking here is not allowed, says PLM, but here it is. Top Esports, they're getting sprayed to the ground. Wi-Fi doing a 1v3 clutch. Not getting that last kill, but still doing an insane amount of work for his team. They take the card just in case, just overkill, but to look extra cool in the process. Or Rejection Gaming in the distance now. They will be fighting up against the PITTSBURGH's nice Wi-Fi. Oh, those shots are pretty juicy for ARG, but still the circle moving against them. They just have a few minutes up for themselves, so they're going to do a move pretty fast.
Oh, J7 doing a lot of work, but ends up getting knocked down from Piss on all Rejection Gaming. But the revives are going to come out. They're looking to try and keep PITTSBURGH Knights as a 5-man team. The smoke grenade came out from Jagger. We saw him pull out a performance in the one-man army to save his team's overall standings in the first Erangel game. Let's see if as a 4-man squad they can do something better.
I'm sure they can, Imperium. Steph, Jimmy. He's the last member on their side because they died earlier when they were trying to storm that bridge. It is DEFORMIA, though, doing a really weird move, just rushing in that building when they sure for know that TeamIND was around the corner. Omen also going to be clashing back and forth on Elise from Team Top. And it's just not looking too good for them. They still have a few members up and running. But now here it is, a clash of Indian Tigers as Team DEFORMIA. They're going to lose one of their first members for DEFORMIA. And back in the window, they get the information. He's solo right now. He has the UMP. Can he turn it around? That will not be the case. It will be taken out. DEFORMIA out in 12th position.
Oh, man. Feels bad, man. They're not having a good preliminary finals. It's a shame because they have not showed the strongest of performance. What we know they can pull out, but either way, such is life as this game does continue on. 10 teams left, 28 players alive.
Jimmy, everything was happening around him. So many teams died right there, but he's like, okay, I'm fine, I'm chilling. I'm in my building, I'm in the Harry Potter tower, and just taking the time of my life. He is the last member, once again, of X-Quest. He's got to try his very best to try and sneak his way in, and there's so much potential. There's grass, rocks, trees everywhere. He can get in those last standing positions.
All the while, Indian Tigers have occupied center circle, and they're like, hey, look, you know what? You guys come to us, we'll take you out. You guys come to us, we take you out. One thing to point out, though, is that as we look at the circle ourselves, we see that there is a road split once again inside the circle. So is it going to be north side of the road? Is it going to be south side of the road?
One player that's definitely going south is Outsider. He is in a dear situation, knocked in the circle. He does a lot of damage in this phase 5, so he's probably gone for now. And PITTSBURGH's going to try and rush on through. There it is. Indian Tigers and Omen. Memo trying to do some work. Prince gets the information. He did knock him down. But I'm not too sure if he can actually make it work out. He's trying to cook up this grenade. He has information in the building up ahead. Going to throw it through the building there. I do not think it's going to work out there. They got in the really small shack at the very end. Puts a smoke out to try and maybe give himself a potential rotation output. But it is Jimmy, though. It's Team Kesso. He's clashing back and forth, but Jimmy, unfortunately, one-man army against Team Kesso, not quite going to work out, especially after the last performance on their side. But that grenade! Holy smokes! Or holy grenade.
Yeah, anything you can do, I can do better, as well as the fact that X-Quest got eliminated. Omen Lee have gotten eliminated. We are suddenly down to 6 teams with 19 players left alive maximum. You have Indian Tigers, you have Nova Monster Shield, you have RGStar, you have Purple Moon, Team Queso, and PITTSBURGH Knights.
Team Kesso and PITTSBURGH Knights, their 2 teams are so close to getting in the top 5. Omen's taken out of the picture. Now it's all focused on these 2 teams. How well can they perform in this military island finish? Team Kesso a little bit split there, a little bit all over. They're a little bit on the west side and the south side of this circle. If they can get back together, that would be awesome, but it's just so many teams avoiding them from doing that. It's going to be a really harsh feat to do.
And what's really gone against the likes of, not so much all of RG, but 2 members of RG and PITTSBURGH Knights, is that phase 6 circle shifted up northwards across that road. It's near the coastline, so the hill area down by the land. We see AK on the side of RG looking for the last 2 members of the Team Queso. They're going to get into the vehicles. Are they going to be able to survive as they get into the circle? Marco faces the bullets from the side of AK as he gets himself knocked down. Axial is going to try and get into this circle and keep himself alive as a one-man army.
It's my car now. PITTSBURGH Knights, the zone is doing so much, it's just going to completely decimate their team. Wi-Fi going to also be knocked in the distance, but it's not over quite yet. A few of their members are able to barely make it in, I think. The Indian Tigers still have that Harry Potter tower under their control. Purple Mood in the distance, not having the great opportunity to take this one, but the circle is shifting away from that building. So actually Purple Mood, if they avoid the fight, they're in such a good position, and they still have 4 members in this endgame with only 4 teams remaining.
No, actually, no. 3 teams remaining.
Now 3, yeah.
Yeah, so it's Pittsburgh Knights, Purple Mood, and Indian Tigers. Purple Mood have the circle. They have it all. No, sorry, my apologies. Not Pittsburgh Knights. They've been taken out. It's Nova Monster Shield, Purple Mood, and Indian Tigers. Now it's 2 teams, 4 against 3 with Indian Tigers. They have to go across the road. It's 3 kills for Purple Mood unless they completely mess this up, Maxman.
Yeah, I'm seeing that call. Please, Indian Tigers, do not get tempted to use that. It will be easy peasy lemon squeezy for PLM to take you down. You just got to really take their time. Use that utility. This is the prime moment to use those smokes, use those grenades, use everything you can to push on through in that open area. But here it is, shots fired a little bit back and forth. Grenades early, here the smokes, the utility I was talking about.
They've got to vape their way into the circle, Maxman. They've got to push it through. They've got to beat the Tigers to try and get those shots off. Now, one thing on the side of Indian Tigers, before the circle starts really closing, if they can secure 1 knockdown onto a member of Purple Mood, that will give them a strong opening.
Carry from Indian Tigers. You're the last chance on your team. Sayam was knocked away. He's going to try and regen back up and use the A-kits against this blue circle. I think that the plan he's going for is to avoid giving kills over to Purple Mood. So I'm pretty sure, 99.99999% sure that this game will be going over to Purple Mood, just in case they want to maybe try and go out for the kill. But I think that seems extremely unlikely. Carry just trying to win as much time as possible. This will be pretty sure a chicken dinner going away of Purple Mood.
99.999999999. No, the first aid comes through. He's gonna try and get a bit frag, but no. Purple Mood with the lollipop dabbing man and the rest of his team getting another chicken dinner